In today's economy, a quiet but profound shift is underway. All around us, people are fundamentally rethinking how they earn money. The traditional path, a single job, a linear career, a predictable retirement, is no longer the only story being told. It's a conversation happening not just in boardrooms or financial newsrooms, but at kitchen tables, in coffee shops, and in the quiet moments after the kids are asleep. The reasons for this are complex and deeply personal. For some, it's a response to a growing sense of economic fragility. Jobs that once felt like bedrock, stable and secure for a lifetime, now feel uncertain. Industries are being reshaped by technology, global competition, and unforeseen events, leaving many to wonder if their role today will still exist tomorrow. This isn't pessimism, it's a pragmatic assessment of a new reality. The social contract between employer and employee has changed, and with it, our perception of risk. At the same time, the pressures of daily life continue to mount. Expenses from housing to healthcare to groceries continue to rise, often outpacing wage growth. The cost of living is no longer a distant economic indicator. It's a tangible force, felt with every purchase. In this environment, relying on a single paycheck can feel increasingly risky. It's like building a house on a single pillar. If that one support system is compromised, through a layoff, an illness, or a corporate restructuring, the entire structure becomes vulnerable. This single point of failure is a source of quiet anxiety for millions. This is precisely why the concept of a side hustle has evolved from a niche trend into a mainstream strategy. It's no longer just for students or artists trying to make ends meet. It's for professionals, parents, and even those nearing retirement who are seeking to build a more resilient financial life. For many people, a side hustle is the answer to creating flexibility, stability, and long-term options. It's about diversifying your income, yes, but it's also about diversifying your skills, your network, and your sense of purpose. It's a way to reclaim a degree of control in an unpredictable world, transforming passive worry into active creation. It provides a buffer, a safety net woven thread by thread with your own effort. But let's be very clear about what a side hustle is and what it isn't. A side hustle doesn't necessarily mean quitting your day job. In fact, for most, the primary job provides the financial foundation that makes it possible to explore a side venture with less pressure. It's about addition, not replacement. It also doesn't mean working non-stop, burning the candle at both ends until you burn out. That's not a strategy, it's a trap. A successful side hustle is integrated thoughtfully into your life. It respects your need for rest, family, and well-being. It's about working smarter, not just harder, by finding pockets of time, an hour before the family wakes up, a few hours on a weekend, and using them with intention. And it definitely doesn't mean chasing get-rich-quick schemes or shortcuts. The landscape is littered with promises of overnight success, but those paths are often illusions. They prey on desperation and rarely lead to anything of lasting value. True financial resilience isn't built on a lottery ticket, it's built with bricks. At its core, a side hustle is about building something deliberately, ethically, and sustainably over time. It's about identifying a genuine need, developing a skill to meet that need, and delivering value to a real person on the other end. It's a craft. It requires patience, a willingness to learn, and a commitment to integrity. It's about creating an asset, whether it's a client base, a digital product, or a specialized skill that belongs to you. In this video, we will move beyond the abstract and into the practical. We'll explore 15 specific side hustles that people are actively and successfully using right now to build additional meaningful income streams. These aren't hype-fueled ideas from a viral social media post. We won't be talking about abstract theories or unproven fads. And these are not overnight success stories. The journey of building a side income is a marathon, not a sprint. It involves trial, error, and consistent effort. We will honor that reality by providing a grounded, realistic perspective on what it truly takes. Crucially, these opportunities aren't limited to a specific background, age group, or technical expertise. Whether you're a creative, an analyst, a caregiver, or a student, there are paths available that can align with your innate skills and interests. The key is finding the right fit for you. Each side hustle we will discuss works for a simple reason. It solves real problems for real people or businesses. It provides tangible value. And because of that, each one can be adapted to fit different lifestyles, time commitments, and income goals. This isn't a one-size-fits-all prescription. It's a map of possibilities. Some of these hustles will require skills you already possess, perhaps talents you've honed in your career or hobbies that you've never considered monetizing. Some will require learning new skills from the ground up. But in today's world, with countless free and affordable resources at our fingertips, the barrier to acquiring new knowledge has never been lower, and nearly all of them will require patience. Building something of value takes time. It requires showing up consistently even when progress feels slow. It's about planting a tree, not a weed. But all of them share one powerful thing in common. They are being used by real people right now to methodically and purposefully improve their financial standing and open up new possibilities for their future. For each of the 15 hustles, we will provide a clear roadmap. We'll define what it is and who it's for. We'll outline a step-by-step starter plan for your first 30, 60, and 90 days. We'll cover essential tools, realistic earning potential, and common mistakes to avoid. This is designed to be a practical guide, not just inspiration. Our goal is to equip you with the knowledge and confidence to take the first most important step. Let's begin. Side hustle number 1, affiliate content creation. Affiliate content creation is one of the most accessible and potentially rewarding ways to build an income online. At its core, it's a business model built on trust and expertise. The idea is simple. Instead of creating your own product from scratch, you explain, review, or educate people about products or services that already exist. When someone finds your content helpful and decides to make a purchase through your unique affiliate link, the company pays you a commission as a thank you for sending them a customer. You are essentially a trusted guide, helping people navigate their purchasing decisions in a crowded marketplace. So, who is this for? Affiliate content creation is a fantastic fit for individuals who are natural teachers, patient researchers, or passionate hobbyists. If you genuinely enjoy diving deep into a topic, whether it's home espresso machines, sustainable fashion, or productivity software, and love sharing what you've learned with others, you have the foundational traits for success. It's not for those seeking a get-rich-quick scheme. It's for builders who are willing to invest time in creating a library of valuable content that serves an audience. Let's break down a starter plan for your first 90 days. In the first 30 days, your focus is singular, choosing your niche and platform. A niche is the specific topic you'll cover. Instead of cooking, think sourdough baking for beginners. Instead of tech, consider budget-friendly home office gadgets. A specific niche helps you stand out. Simultaneously, choose your primary platform. Will you write detailed blog posts, create in-depth YouTube videos, or build a community on a platform like Instagram? Your choice should align with your skills and where your target audience spends their time. In days 31 to 60, you shift into creation and foundational growth. Your goal is to produce your first 3 to 5 high-quality pieces of content. These should be cornerstone pieces, comprehensive guides, detailed reviews, or foundational tutorials that solve a major problem for your audience. During this phase, you'll also start applying to affiliate programs. Many companies have programs you can apply to directly, but beginners often start with affiliate networks like Amazon Associates, ShareASale, or ClickBank, which aggregate thousands of products under one roof. Finally, in days 61 to 90, your focus is on consistency and promotion. You'll establish a regular publishing schedule. Even if it's just one great piece of content every 2 weeks, you'll also begin promoting your content. This could mean learning the basics of search engine optimization, SEO, so people can find you on Google, or sharing your work on relevant social media platforms. This is also when you start looking at your analytics. Which content is resonating? What are people clicking on? This early data is gold. Let's talk about tools and costs. You can start with a budget of virtually zero. For written content, platforms like Medium or Substack are free. For video, your smartphone is a powerful camera, and free editing software like DaVinci Resolve or CapCut is incredibly capable. As you grow, you might invest in a domain and web hosting for a blog, which can cost around $100 to $200 per year. You might also consider paid subscriptions for advanced research tools or editing software, but these are optimizations for later, not requirements to start. Your primary investment is time. Expect to spend 5 to 10 hours per week researching, creating, and promoting. Now, what about monetization and realistic earnings? In your first few months, your earnings will likely be very low, maybe just a few dollars. This is normal. Your initial content is like planting seeds. As your library of content grows and your audience begins to trust you, your income potential increases. A single well-ranked blog post or video can generate passive income for years. After 6 months to a year of consistent effort, earning a few $100s per month is a realistic goal for many. Top-tier creators can earn thousands or even tens of thousands per month, but they've typically invested years building their brand and authority. The key difference between successful and unsuccessful affiliate creators is approach. This is the most critical part. Unsuccessful creators often make the mistake of focusing on the sale. Their content feels like a thinly veiled advertisement. It's pushy, shallow, and breaks audience trust almost immediately. Successful creators, on the other hand, focus on 3 core pillars: education, clarity, and trust. They don't aggressively sell, they explain. They don't just list features, they translate those features into real-world benefits for the user. They don't just recommend a product, they provide a balanced view, often discussing who a product is for. This honesty is what builds long-term trust. Affiliate content works best when it feels like guidance from a knowledgeable friend rather than a promotion from a salesperson. This can be done through various formats, each serving a different purpose. Educational videos can demonstrate how a product works in real time. Written guides can become comprehensive resources that people bookmark and return to. Comparison content, like product A versus product B, is incredibly valuable for buyers who are close to a decision. And step-by-step tutorials help users solve a specific problem using a product. The format is less important than the value delivered. People gravitate toward creators who help them understand choices, rather than push decisions. When you empower your audience to make an informed decision for themselves, they will trust your recommendations now and in the future. Remember, consistency matters more than volume. A few well-explained, deeply researched pieces of content will always outperform dozens of shallow, rushed ones. Quality is your competitive advantage. Finally, let's recap with an action checklist. First, choose a specific niche you are genuinely interested in. Your passion will sustain you. Second, adopt a mindset of education and service. Your primary goal is to help your audience. Third, always be transparent. Clearly disclose that you are using affiliate links. This is not only required by law in many places, but it's also fundamental to maintaining trust. And fourth, be patient. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Consistent effort over time is what builds a sustainable and rewarding side hustle in affiliate content creation. Side hustle number 2, long-form educational video content. Our second side hustle leverages the persistent demand for deep knowledge, creating long-form educational video content. While short-form content captures attention, long-form content builds authority and community. People are actively searching for explanations, walkthroughs, and breakdowns that go beyond surface-level information. They want to truly understand a topic, and they're willing to invest their time with a creator who can provide that clarity. This isn't about fleeting entertainment, it's about delivering lasting value. So, who is this for? This path is ideal for subject matter experts, passionate hobbyists, or even dedicated learners who are willing to do the deep research and share their findings. You don't need to be a flashy entertainer, you need to be a clear and patient teacher. The most successful educational creators are rewarded for their organization, their ability to simplify complexity, and their commitment to accuracy. If you enjoy structuring information and helping others learn, this is a powerful avenue to explore. Let's break down a starter plan. In your first 30 days, focus entirely on foundation. First, choose a niche you're knowledgeable and passionate about. Then, research your target audience. What specific questions are they asking on forums like Reddit or Quora? Use this to outline your first 3 to 5 video topics. Finally, script your first video. A detailed script is your best friend. It ensures clarity and reduces filming anxiety. In the next 60 days, it's time for production and consistency. Film and edit your first batch of videos. You don't need expensive gear. A modern smartphone, good lighting from a window, and a quiet room are enough to start. Use free editing software like DaVinci Resolve or CapCut. The goal is clean cuts and clear audio. During this time, set up your YouTube channel with a simple banner and description, and begin publishing your videos on a predictable schedule, even if it's just once every 2 weeks. By day 90, you should be focused on feedback and refinement. Analyze your video analytics. Which topics get more views? Where do viewers drop off? Read every comment to understand what resonates and what questions remain. Use this data to refine your next batch of content ideas. This is the beginning of a sustainable feedback loop that will guide your channel's growth. Monetization in this space is a marathon, not a sprint. The primary path is through the YouTube Partner Program, which enables ad revenue once you meet subscriber and watch hour thresholds. Realistically, this can take 6 months to over a year of consistent effort. Early on, a more accessible path is affiliate marketing. If you're teaching software, you can link to it with an affiliate code. If you're explaining personal finance, you can recommend books. As your authority grows, you can create and sell your own digital products, like an ebook or a comprehensive course, offering immense value and generating significant income. Sponsorships will follow once your channel has a dedicated, engaged audience. A common mistake is prioritizing production quality over content quality. Viewers will forgive mediocre lighting if the information is excellent, but they won't tolerate poor audio or confusing explanations. Focus on being clear and helpful above all else. Another pitfall is inconsistency. Publishing 5 videos in 1 week and then disappearing for 3 months kills momentum. It's better to publish 1 great video every 2 weeks than to follow a sporadic, unsustainable schedule. Ethically, your responsibility is to be accurate and transparent. Cite your sources, be clear about sponsored content, and never promote products you don't believe in. Your audience's trust is your most valuable asset. So, to recap your action plan: first, select a niche where you can provide genuine value. Second, create a content plan based on real audience questions. Third, start with basic equipment, focusing on clear audio and scripting. Fourth, establish a consistent publishing schedule you can stick to. And finally, engage with your audience's feedback to continuously improve. This side hustle doesn't require being flashy, it requires being understandable, reliable, and genuinely helpful. Side hustle number 3. Digital guides and downloadable resources. Digital products work because people value structure. When information online feels scattered, a well-organized guide becomes valuable. Digital guides can include step-by-step explanations, checklists, frameworks, planning tools. They're often created after noticing repeated questions or confusion around a topic. The most effective guides focus on one clear outcome. Avoid unnecessary jargon. Use simple language. Once created, they can be shared repeatedly with minimal updates. Side hustle number 4. Freelance services. Freelancing remains one of the most reliable side hustles. Instead of building an audience first, freelancers offer services directly to clients. Popular freelance services include writing, editing, design, video production. Administrative support. People who succeed in freelancing tend to specialize in one service, improve efficiency over time, build long-term client relationships. Freelancing often evolves from short tasks into predictable monthly work. Side hustle number 5. Consulting and advising. Consulting focuses on helping others make better decisions. Contrary to popular belief, consultants don't need decades of experience. They need practical understanding, clear communication, a structured approach. Consulting often starts informally. Someone asks for advice. That advice works. Others ask for the same guidance. Over time, it becomes a service. Side hustle. Number 6. Online course creation. Online courses package knowledge into a learning experience. They work best when they solve a specific problem, provide a clear path, focus on application, not theory. Courses don't need to be complex. Many successful ones are simple, direct, and easy to follow. They're often created after teaching the same concept repeatedly. Side hustle. Number 7. Newsletter creation email. Newsletters allow direct communication with an audience. They're often used to share insights, curate information, explain trends. Newsletters build long-term relationships because they aren't dependent on algorithms. Over time, they become trusted sources of information. Side hustle. Number 8. Blogging and specialized topics. Blogging continues to work when it focuses on depth. Instead of broad topics, specialized blogs answer specific questions clearly. Successful blogs are well organized, are accurate, are updated periodically. They attract readers who are actively looking for information. Side hustle number 9. Social media management. Many businesses want an online presence but lack time. Social media managers help by planning posts, maintaining consistency, responding to engagement. This role often grows through referrals and repeat clients. Side hustle number 10. Lead generation. Lead generation connects interested people with businesses. This side hustle focuses on attracting attention, capturing interest, Organizing inquiries. Businesses value consistency more than volume. Side hustle. Number 11. Website creation. Basic websites remain essential. Website creators focus on clarity, functionality, accessibility. Many use templates and systems to deliver results efficiently. Side hustle. Number 12. Remote sales support. Remote sales support involves helping customers understand products or services. This side hustle builds communication skills and confidence. Side hustle. Number 13. Digital asset improvement. Some people improve existing digital assets. They reorganize, update, or refine them to increase usefulness. Side hustle. Number 14. Content editing and repackaging. Editors help turn raw ideas into polished content. This includes improving clarity, structuring information, reformatting content. Side hustle. Number 15. Personal brand support. Personal branding focuses on presentation and messaging. This helps professionals communicate more clearly online. Each of these side hustles works best when approached patiently. Progress comes from learning, adjusting, and improving. In the next section, we'll go deeper into how people scale these side hustles, manage time, and avoid common mistakes.